by opposite over hypotenuse. The cos of theta is given by
adjacent over hypotenuse.
And the tan of theta is given by
Opposite over adjacent.
opposite over adjacent. Okay. The other thing that you must know is that sine of theta divided by the cos of theta is equals to, we have opposite over hypotenuse divided by adjacent over hypotenuse. Ne? You remember
Yes, sir.
from grade 7, if you want to change the division sign into a multiplication, what do you do?
Cross multiply.
Remember, you have to reciprocate. This one must come to the top and that one must go to the bottom. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is equals to opposite over hypotenuse times a hypotenuse over adjacent. Adjacent. Okay, fine. Here you can cancel hypotenuse. Hypotenuse and hypotenuse, you can cancel them. So you are left with opposite over adjacent. So sine theta divided by cos theta will give you opposite over adjacent. And opposite over adjacent is equal to what? To tan. You agree?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, tan of theta is also equals to sine of theta divided by cos of theta. Just forget about all these calculations. You must just cram the formula if possible. Okay. Let me give one other example. Let me give one example. Let me first do this. Fine. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. No problem. Okay. Okay. I'll give you an example again from what we did last week. I'm sure you still remember most of the things we did, but let's see. Okay. If you, e.g., if you have a triangle and you have been given the angle is 30 degrees and one of the sides is x, then if that is 2, if they say find or solve for x, where do we start, using the co-ratios? Where do we start?
I don't going to use the sine of theta.
We're gonna use the sine of theta. Let's see. Why are you using the sine? This is the angle. This side is our opposite. This should be our adjacent. Which one is given and which one is not? And this should be our hypotenuse. So we are given the hypotenuse and we are looking for, is it the adjacent or the opposite?
The adjacent.
We are looking for the adjacent. So which co-ratio are we going to use if we have the hypotenuse and the adjacent? Look carefully. Everything is on the screen. It is a cos. Okay, cos of 30 degrees is equals to x over 2. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Then x is equal to, I know you like cross multiplying, so let's do the same thing. So it's going to be x, it will be 1 times x, which is x is equals to I don't know if you agree. Yes,
sir.
Yeah, because we did cross multiply it. So 2 times cos 30, use your calculator.
1,7.
1,7. Okay. Yeah, all right. No, that's perfect. EG2. We're given that this is 1 and this is 2, 2,3.
Sorry, I have to go fetch my charger to dining room.
Okay, no problems.
I think I'm going to use sine of theta.
We're gonna use, let's see, okay, this is what we have. We are given the opposite. We are given the opposite. Okay, we are given the opposite. And we are also given the hypotenuse. So the co-ratio we're gonna use is sine. So you are right. Sine of theta is given by 1/2, right? Because this is opposite over hypotenuse. So in order to get the angle, do you remember what you have to do, Kumis? Kumisa, do you remember what you have to do?
No, sir.
Okay. Nungo, are you familiar with trigonometry?
I'll say not so much, but then
Not
a bit.
a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what is the sine of theta? Nungo.
Say?
What is the sine of theta?
I don't know.
Okay. The sine of theta is given by the opposite. If you have a triangle,
Mm-hmm.
and that's your angle, this is the opposite, and this is what we call the adjacent, and the longest side is called the hypotenuse. So the sine of theta is given by opposite over hypotenuse. The cos of theta is given by adjacent over hypotenuse, and the tan of theta is given by opposite over adjacent. So that's all you must know. And you must also know that the tan of theta can also be expressed as sine theta over cos of theta. Okay, so if you have been given a problem whereby you have been given two sides, in this case, we had the opposite and the adjacent. And the co-ratio we can use in order to find the angle is the sine of theta. This is the opposite of theta. Okay, now to find the angle, you have to use this button on your calculator. It's called the arc sign. You have to use the arc sign button on your calculator. So I don't, but you must make sure that your calculator is in deg or degree. You must set it to degrees. So if you say the arctan of 1/2.3, how much are you getting? Kumis. How much did you get?
$25.8.
25.8. Nungo, did you get the same answer?
Yes, sir.
25.8 degrees. Okay, let me give you one last example. And by the way, this only applies to right angle triangles. This only applies to right angle triangles. On the right angle triangles. Okay. Okay, no, let me not do this. Let me not do this. Let me put 3 and then 80 degrees. Okay. Solve for y. Nungo, which co-ratio can we use in order to solve for y? Sine, cos, or tan? Sine, cos, or tan? To miss. Which one can we use? Sine, cos, or tan?
I think cos.
Cos. Okay, so cos is given by
Adjacent divided by the hypotenuse.
adjacent
No.
divided by the hypotenuse.
Wrong.
Okay, which one do you want to use? Kumis.
Sine.
Okay, the sine is given by, sine of theta is given by
The opposite divided by the hypotenuse.
divided by the hypotenuse. Nungo, do you agree?
Kind of.
Kind of, okay. Which one is the hypotenuse?
The 30 degrees.
30 degrees is the hypotenuse.
We're not given hypotenuse.
So if what is it that we are given? Are we given the opposite?
We must use 10.
Do you agree, Kumis?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Because we are given the opposite and the adjacent divided by the adjacent, which is 3 over y. Okay, but luckily we know the value of tan. So this is tan 30 is given by 3 over y. So, Nungo, how can we solve for the value of y?
We can cross multiply.
Okay, let's cross multiply. We have y times, this is over 1. So we have 1, okay, y times.
It will be. It will be 3 divided by 3, I think.
3 divided by
30, I think.
by 30. It can't be 30, it's tan 30.
Yes.
Okay. If you cross multiply, you can take 3 and put it there. I agree. Okay. You are dividing by 3. And then what are we going to be left with?
10.
How about y?
How is it?
Okay. The best way to cross multiply, you will say y. Let me rub off whatever that we have here. If you cross multiply, it will be y times tan 30, which is y multiplied by tan 30. That's okay. Is equals to 1 times 3, which is 3. But we are looking for y. Therefore, what should we do, Kumisa, to make y the subject of the formula?
I'm gonna take the tan 30 and multiply it by the 3.
Nungo, do you agree?
I think we should. Thinking that maybe we should. It's either we transpose the tan 30 or we divide by tan 30.
Okay. Tan of 30. If we divide on the left hand side, we must also do it on the right hand side.
Right.
But these two will cancel. You will be left with 3 over tan of 30. Kumisa, do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So using your calculator, what do you get? 3 divided by tan of 30.
Say, should we convert it to 1 or 2 decimal places?
1 decimal place.
Okay, so it's going to be 5,2.
It's gonna be
5,
5,2. Kumisa, did you get the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Perfect. Now we are going to talk about the Cartesian plane. Kumisa, what is a Cartesian plane?
I forgot, sir.
Oh, but you have heard of the term before, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Nungo, what is a Cartesian plane? What is a Cartesian plane? Okay, so a Cartesian plane has 4 quadrants. The term quad means 4. This is your y, this is your x. Normally, when you are doing, have you guys done straight line graphs? Have you guys done straight line graphs before?
Yes, in grade 9.
Okay, so they are also drawn in a Cartesian plane. They are also drawn in a Cartesian plane. So that would be the Cartesian plane. So when you are dealing with trigonometry, you will have to divide your full revolution into 4. So what is the degree that makes a full revolution, Tumisa? What is the angle that makes a full revolution? This is a full revolution. What is the angle that makes a full revolution, Tumis? Nungo?
360 degrees.
360. Tumisa, do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, from here to there, it is 360. Okay, so that 360, we will divide it into 4 parts. So, Tumisa, if you divide 360, if you divide it by 4, how much are you getting?
90, sir. 90 degrees.
You are getting 90. Okay, so each quadrant, to go to another quadrant, you have to add 90. The first quadrant, the maximum of the first quadrant, from there to there, that's 90 degrees. Then from this point to there, that's 90 degrees. From this point to here, what degree is it, Tumis?
180.
108, perfect. And then from here to here, Nungo, what degree is it?
270.
270 degrees. And then a full revolution will be 360 degrees. Okay. Okay, if I let me say, if I draw a point, say there, and I say this is 3, 4. Does this coordinate make sense? Would this coordinate make sense? Kumis? Nungo, does it make sense?
Yes.
It does make sense.
Yes, because
Okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't make sense. Do you agree that this is where the values of y are positive in this direction? Nungo, do you agree?
yes.
Kumisa, do you agree?
Yes, sir.
And the values of y also, they are positive, because if you are going upwards, you are going in the positive direction. So this is what we call the first quadrant, and this is the second quadrant, and this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. So in the first quadrant, that point will make sense. It would make sense. because the x and the y's are both positive. But if you come to this side, have you guys done what do you call this thing? A number line.
Yes,
If you
sir.
done the number line, all these numbers here are positive. Going in this direction is negative. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's the same thing with when you plot your points. So if this is your x, this should be a negative 3. Are we in the same page, Tumis?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so if I draw a triangle like that, it means from here to there will be a positive 4, and from here to there it will be a 3. Then that's fine. But if I draw a triangle in this quadrant, from the origin to this point, it will be a -3. And going up, it will be a 4. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the first quadrant, all co-ratios are positive. In the second quadrant, okay, if we have this situation, what will be the value of the hypotenuse if we have 4 and 3? What will be the value of the hypotenuse? The hypotenuse squared is equals to 4 square opposite square plus adjacent square. Do you guys remember the theorem of Pythagoras? Tumis?
Yes, sir.
Nungo, do you remember Pythagoras?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If the opposite is 4, so we will have 4 squared plus -3 squared. So 4 squared plus -3 squared is what? Gonna be 16 plus 16
25.
plus 9, which is 25. So hypotenuse will be equals to the square root of 25. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. I agree.
Tumisa, do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this will be 5. Okay. The sine of angle theta, let's say if angle theta is there, the sine of theta will be given by 4/5. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Which is a positive number. So in the second quadrant, sine is positive, and the value of cos will be adjacent, which is a -3. -3 divided by the hypotenuse, which is 5. -3 divided by 5 is a negative number. Okay, so in the second quadrant, the sine is positive. I don't wanna resolve all the quadrants, but if you go to your textbook, there's something that they call all students take coffee. All students take coffee. This means that in the first quadrant, all the co-ratios are positive. Your sine, your cos, and your tan are all positive. And then in the second quadrant, this is the first. In the second quadrant, student is sine. We are taking the S. It means that only the sign is positive. In the third quadrant, nungo, which co-ratio is positive? All students take coffee.
Could you please repeat, sir?
All students take coffee. This is the second quadrant. This is the first. This is the second. This is the third. And this is the fourth. So in the second quadrant, if you take the first letter of student, that's S. It is S is sine. All students take coffee. The first letter for take is T, which symbolizes
10.
tan. So the tan of theta is positive in the third quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, we have coffee. All students take coffee. So which co-ratio is positive to Misa in the fourth quadrant?
The cos.
It is the cos. All students take coffee. All students take coffee. Okay, all students take coffee. All students take coffee. You shouldn't forget. Okay, let me find some few examples which we can use. Okay, no, let me not even find a special example. No problem. Okay, an example. If you are given a Cartesian plane and you are given a point and you have been given angle theta and you are given that 2 is, say, 2,1. Okay, if they say calculate number 1, calculate angle theta. Number 2, what is the distance between A and O, which is the origin? Okay, the first one, we can do it quickly because we are running out of time. If we were to calculate angle theta, Kumisa, how can we go about it? Actually, I made a mistake. This should be a minus. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so how can we calculate the value of theta? Nungu. Which co-ratio should we use? Sine, cos, or tan? Anongo, do you have an idea? Sine, cos, or sine, or tan?
Is it sine?
We're going to use
Is it sine?
sine.
Sine.
Okay. That -2 is the distance from the origin to here. This is -2. Okay. And the 1 is the distance from this point to there. This is your angle. If that is your angle, is that an adjacent or opposite or hypotenuse? The 1. Tumis,
Opposite.
opposite. And then the -2
The adjacent.
is the adjacent. So which co-ratio can we use? Opposite
Tan.
and adjacent. It
We
is
use tan.
it is the tan. So the tan of theta is given by opposite is opposite is 1 divided by, say, my yeah, let me write it as 2. So the tan of 1/2 is
0.5.
it is okay. This is 0.5, yes, and then the angle will be tan of 0.5, or you can use tan to the power of -1, 0.5. So what do you get?
It's 26.6.
26.6 degrees. Okay, so that's about it. So we are done with our lesson. So another lesson will be on Saturday. To be on Saturday. So I hope you have grasped a lot. I hope you have grasped a lot. So I'll see you guys on Saturday.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Cheers.